Hello everybody and welcome to another F1 2020 video. Today we're with the ARG Championship and round 2 in Bahrain. This isn't a very favourite track of mine, I must be honest, so not looking forward to this one too much, but we've been doing pretty well recently, and the first race with the championship we did pretty well. We ended up in 3rd spot, so we're in the racing point. Let's see what we can manage. Strategy wise, it reckons if you're going for a one stop it's going to be mediums to hards, but I think we can go softs to hards. I reckon we can stretch it. As you can see, I try play about with it, but the game wouldn't let me. Qualifying didn't go so well. Unfortunately, we were halfway through a run in Q2 and it ended up, the game kicked us out for some reason. So we're starting down in 15th place. So not a great start, but let's see what we can manage. 5 lights and away we go. And we get an absolutely monstrous start. We hook the start up beautifully and we just jump past people left, right and centre, which is awesome. Just spot our braking point into turn 1. It's going to be chaos and surprise, surprise, a Renault goes round. And we managed to come off. We've obviously chose the right line. A Ferrari's off the track on the left-hand side. The AlphaTauri's gone slowly. We've got a much better drive. And on the Alfa Romeo as well. We're going to get him into the first corner, but just before we do, safety car comes out and spoils it. So we've got to give him the position back, unfortunately. And as we hop to a replay of the start there, I must admit, I keep banging on about this. Race starts aren't my strong point, but I really hooked this one up absolutely beautifully. This was without a doubt the best race start I've managed to get. And going round on the outside line, it is often risky, but it seemed to be the right choice in the end this time. And as we cut back to real time, we've got a Williams who just smacks us in the rear, literally goes on a rampage of taking people out. I couldn't believe what I was seeing right now, and he just proceeds to overtake more people up ahead. He did put in the Discord chat after that he was having internet problems and he couldn't see where everyone was. His game was lagging a lot, so he wasn't really sure what was going on. Obviously I don't know, but I was sat here thinking he's got a grudge against a few of us, so I didn't know what was going on. As we cut forward to the end of the first lap. Somebody pits, or a couple of people pit, so we're up to P8 already, which is really, really good. And as you see, you've got a guy off the racetrack on the left hand side, but then appears in front of me, and it almost gives me an illegal overtake for that. So I don't really know what's going on there, but he's obviously not got very good internet. But yeah, we're up to P8. Absolutely fantastic start. Oh, there we go. We're up to P7 now. Take off another spot. Right, get to the end of the safety car then. Let's see what we can do. Everyone seems to go, but then just backs out again. So we're not really sure what's going on there. Somebody else is popping into the pit, so that's going to be another position. We get a really nice restart compared to this Mercedes. We're going to rich and overtake, but he's going to be doing the same. We do get a nice run in his slipstream. Let's have a look at the inside of turn 1. Now, he's better on the brakes than me. He runs a bit deep as a result, but he manages to hold on. He is on hard compound tyres, whereas I'm on soft compound tyres, so I want to make use of my tyres while I can. Are we going to have a look at the inside of turn 2? No, we're not. Not quite. We obviously know he's a lot better on the brakes than we are at this stage. As we fast forward now. So with this race, we do have, obviously, this is round 2, so we're 3rd in the championship after getting a podium spot in the first race. We do have quite a lot of drivers that are from Tier 1 joining in this race as reserves, because a lot of people haven't been able to make this one. So there is a few guys we're not expecting to get another podium again, especially with that qualifying, but we've already made up more spaces than we would have thought as we get to the end of the 4th lap onto lap 5. As you can see, fastest lap, we're only a 10th away, so the pace is there, but we've got DRS. Oh no, we haven't got DRS yet on the Mercedes, but we get past and up the inside anyway. We do run a little bit wide, sort of shut the door on him, but that is that move done. So up to P5 now. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can try and pull a gap from him. Certainly get out of DRS range before it does get enabled. But yeah, as I say, we're only a tenth off the fastest lap there, so I know it's early stages yet, but the pace is clearly there, and as you can see, we've gapped the Mercedes behind, and we've already started to catch Gogaz in the McLaren up ahead. So we're looking pretty good as we set another purple middle sector. So that seems to be where we're strong, in that middle sector. We use the first of our track limits warning already, which isn't ideal.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be
Again, another spot. I think somebody came into the pits then. So we've managed to get back into DRS range already now. Now it's been enabled. So this is only going to help us attack this McLaren, or bring us closer to him, and then hopefully be able to make a move to get past him. So we're going to another fast forward. Yeah, DRS, you can see it's just pulling us in to him. He's dragging us along now, and we're getting closer and closer. So let's see what we can manage down the start-finish straight. It's a very long straight. He seems to go or disconnect for a little bit there. I don't think it affects him at all, but we get a much nicer drive, much better last corner. DRS is going to be enabled. I think we're going to get him. Let's see what we can do. Sitting in his slipstream. Is he going to defend it? Is he going to make a battle out of this? Don't think he is. I think he's going to let us get the move down. Out on the brakes. He's very late on the brakes as well. He's still there. We're giving him plenty of room. Giving plenty of space. I've no idea where he is. But he hops over the curb and he ends up spinning the rears up a little bit. And we get a nice jump on him. So that is another move done. So that's us up into P4 now. So 4th from 15th place. And we've not had many laps at all. We're only on lap 7. So I'm pretty impressed with this so far by myself. I remember sitting driving thinking, how the hell have I got here? But never mind. Let's press on and see whether there's any other places up for grabs. You never know. We might be on for a podium here. We do have a couple of Tier 1 drivers up ahead. The Mercedes of Vazdal isn't. He's a Tier 2 driver and he is very quick. So they are on mediums. Let's try and use the advantage of my softs while I can, but they are going to go off fairly soon. And as we go on to lap 8, another safety car again. But this could work in our favour here. In lap 8, I was thinking about lap 9 we could possibly pit onto the hard compound tyres to go to the end of the race, but I reckon it is time. Unfortunately, our teammate in front of us, who's a Tier 1 driver, he does pit, so he's going to hold us up. But just before he does, he retires from the session. I'm not sure what happened there, but he is still in the pits anyway, and he's holding me up, which is really super annoying. I mean, it would have been the case whether he retired or not, but there we go. And so my mechanics are very slow to react, and also, just to make matters worse, I'm serving this 5-second penalty for the Williams that smashed into me in the safety car on the first lap. So I end up losing the place to the McLaren of Gogaz again, which is a bit frustrating. And there is also a Ferrari, I believe, and I think there's another chap as well in front who managed to jump us in the pit stops. But they've all gone on hards as well, so they're all aiming to go to the end of the race. So it has paid in our favour, but also with that 5-second penalty making a stop and coming in behind our teammate, it hasn't really. Anyway, we'll come to the end of the safety car now. We're prepared to go racing. It's not a bad start. We do get a jump on the guy behind, but we don't keep in touch with Gogaz very well, unfortunately. Nice and late on the brakes into turn 1. We seem to be fairly strong there. I feel like it's in practice it was the weakest part of the track for me. However, it seemed to be pretty good compared to the guys around us. Everyone has their sort of weak points and strong points. And as we head on to lap 13 now, a few of them fighting up ahead, the Renault and the Ferrari and the McLaren. But the Ferrari gets it all wrong, goes sideways, takes out the McLaren. We choose the right path off to the left-hand side, and we avoid all of that, and we get 2 positions in one go. Very happy with that indeed. I mean, I'll take that one every day. I would have rather done it properly. However, we will take those extra positions. As we go into a fast forward now, So the hard tyres feel pretty good, really. I do seem to get on very well with the hard compound tyres in this game. I find they're very easy to keep the temperatures in the right operating window. So I don't overheat them, and I don't struggle to bring them up to temperature either. And they give you pretty reasonable grip, considering. As we've got the two guys in front of us having a battle, we are catching them again. I think one of them's on medium tyres. It's side by side into turn 1, and they lose so much time that it puts me right onto the back of them now. We will have DRS coming up here. He gets it all out of shape out of the first corner, and I think this is going to be a nice easy move. We don't actually get DRS. We weren't close enough, but we didn't need it in the end. He has a little look at attacking us back, but nothing doing there. So we're now up to P6 again. I think after the pit stops we came out about P11 or 11, something around there. So we're working our way back up, but a few people are yet to pit. However, we don't have to pit again. I think a lot of people on the two-stop strategy, but we're all over the back of this car in front. And we're going to get DRS here now. I think we're going to get the move done. There we go, DRS enabled, but we don't get it, unfortunately. But we managed to get the move done. Or do we? He's having to go back at us on the brakes. Yes, we got the move done. That's nice and easy. And we're up into 4th position now. So, happy with that. Let's see if we can gap him as much as we possibly can, and over the course of the next few laps we gap him so much, which is ideal, really. As one of the Mercedes in front pit, so we're up to 3rd now, which is ideal, but they're going to be on quicker tyres. But if you notice, the Mercedes in the lead is nearly 40 seconds ahead of us. This wasn't that long after the safety car. It did stand out to me at the time. I did think, how's he managed to pull a gap that big? As it turns out, what actually happened is when the safety car came out, he actually went past and overtook the safety car and joined the back of the pack. So he ended up being a lap ahead of everyone. It is down to the stewards at the moment. He obviously did win the race because there's no way any of us are going to catch him. And as we see, we got Liam, who's pitted for fresh softs, and he catches us up now. So we're under attack from him. But yeah, the Mercedes did win the race, but it is down to the stewards at this point. It is likely to change. And as you can see that on the time delta, Liam is just catching us hand over fist, as you would expect. We're on hards, old hards, and he's on fresh soft compound tyres. So, and we know this guy is super quick. So yeah, we're not going to hold him at bay for very long. We try and keep it as neat and tidy as we can. Which we do. We do pretty well. And our straight line speed, actually, we got a really nice setup for this track. Our straight line speed was actually pretty reasonable when it came to it, which made the overtaking and the defending a lot easier. But as we come into this right-hander, we brake early, turn in early, cut the corner, and then end up running wide. Just got it all wrong, and it opens the door for Liam. He needs no second invitation and gets through, and I can see his battery light flashing, so I'm wondering whether I might even be able to attack him back down the start finish straight, but he gets such better traction off the last corner. I do get DRS, which will bring me closer to him, but there's no point. Hopefully he can keep dragging us along if we can keep in his DRS as long as we can, because we have the other Mercedes on medium compound tyres behind us, 5.3 seconds down the road. We do have a 3-second time penalty as well, which hopefully he doesn't get within 3 seconds. So this is a battle now as we go on to the last lap of the race. He's 3.9 seconds down the road. Liam's gapped us by 2.5 seconds. So let's see what we can manage in this last lap. See if we can hold him off for as long as possible. Nice and neat and tidy through here.
Okay, the time last lap was a 1:31.2.
As we just check to see what the Mercedes last lap was compared to ours, and I think it was about 4 tenths quicker than us, so it's not too bad at this point. We're looking okay unless we make any major mistakes. or he has a very, very fast lap, which those mediums will sort of come into their own a little bit. So it is likely. So pressure's on as Vicky in the Mercedes wins. As you can see, 45 seconds up the road from us. There we go. Nearly there. Only a few corners left, and the gap is staying. It's 3.6 seconds now. So I think we're going to be able to hold on to this unless I make an error. And that is going to be a podium spot from 15th place on the grid, which I definitely wouldn't have thought is possible. And as we come across the line to the fireworks, that is 3rd place on the road. That is very impressive indeed. I'm super happy with that. I didn't expect that whatsoever. Coming from 15th, I was just hoping to get some points, but our one-stop strategy really paid off. And our pace was pretty good. It managed to keep us in there, and the tyre management on the hards as well paid dividends in the end. So yeah, there you have it. 2 third spots in a row. Very happy with that. And pending an investigation, because at the time of recording, we're not sure whether the Mercedes driver is due to keep his win or not. He could end up losing it, in which case it could promote us up to P2, which would be even more points and an even better result. But we shall see. But yeah, that's it for today. Well, thank you ever so much for watching. If you could please like and subscribe, that would be brilliant. And I shall leave you with some screenshots from the race as ever. See you next time.